Good morning, class. It is Friday morning at 7:20, and I am recording the video for week 3 early because, as is true, I'm sure for most of you, this weekend is really busy. So just wanted to make sure that this was up and ready for your viewing before the weekend began. So we are entering into week 3, which is exciting. I wanted to give you some feedback about about week 1 and 2. First of all, you guys are doing amazing thus far. I really appreciate and enjoy reading your posts. They're really thoughtful and engaging, and I especially love how it's very obvious that you guys are reading the material and engaging in it. So I truly appreciate that. I understand that it's probably a lot of stress to try to fit everything in with everything else you have going on in your lives, but it is worth it, I promise. So week 3 is actually entering into my favorite topic. It is trauma related, stressor related, and anxiety disorders. I think I shared with you guys that I specialize in trauma treatment in my private practice, and I'm going to be studying it for my dissertation. So this is my wheelhouse, and I'm really excited that this is in. So to kind of give you a heads up, you'll see here my job this week, one of my jobs this week is to split you guys up for week 4 quiz. There's 3 topics that I'm going to be breaking you guys into as far as groups are concerned, and I will be doing that on Tuesday of week 3. So this coming Tuesday, I will be posting you guys your assignments into groups for the week 4 quiz. You're not working in groups for the quiz. I'm just assigning topics for the quiz, if that makes sense. For 3 objectives, readings, and media. I'm going to go through that a little bit. As soon as my technology is a wonderful thing. Super, super slow this morning. Okay, so week 3 readings. I know it looks pretty intense, but I've gone over this several times, and it's not as bad as it looks. It's more cumbersome because it's having you choose one article to read, but it's actually not so bad. So for week 3 readings, for the first is Francis 2013 Essentials of Psychiatric Diagnosis, Chapter 7, and the APA manual, pages 265 to 290. I'm sure that you've noticed, if you've gone through the APA manual, that it's not one of those books that you, it's more something that you have to skim over, go over, break apart the material, and it's by no means something that you're going to memorize. So basically just familiarizing yourself with the APA manual and understanding each section. After that is van der Kolk 2006 article, Developmental Trauma Disorder Towards a Rational Diagnosis for Clinically Traumatized Children, pages 1 to 18. Even if you're not interested in treating kids whatsoever, it's really important to understand this developmental disorder by van der Kolk. He's one of the first to actually talk about this, and it's really important for understanding adolescents act the way that they do now, because a great deal of concerns start, as we know, in early childhood. And so even though, like I said, you might not have children, this is a really, really good article, and van der Kolk is amazing. In all of your spare time, I wish I could show you that I was laughing right now. One of the books that I will talk about as we get down this page a little on it later on this week, but definitely reading that text. It is amazing. It's life-changing. For the trauma topic, you're going to choose one of the following articles to read down here, whether you're choosing the children focused, adolescent focused, adult or older adult focused. So you're choosing one of those articles. As far as the anxiety disorder, we're going to read the Essentials of Psychiatric Diagnosis, chapters 5 and 6. So at this point, you're reading 5, 6, and 7 in the Francis book, and the APA manual, pages 189 to 233, which addresses anxiety disorders. Then you're going to choose one of the following articles, whether it's about children, adolescents, adults, or older adults. And the week 3 videos, it looks like there's a lot, but in total, it's not going to be more than an hour in videos. Definitely pages with Bessel van der Kolk. He's the guy that's writing about The Body Keeps the Score, one of the best books I've ever read. And he's actually really engaging in videos. This is also a video by him, The Treatment of Trauma. And I love that he's addressing how childhood trauma is different from PTSD. And then this is a personal story of OCD and anxiety disorders, and then dealing with anxiety and panic attacks. Those are the videos for the week. Going back to eventually, whenever this decides to cooperate. Maybe cooperating. There we go. Okay. Then we're going into discussions. There are 3 discussions this week. Week 3 discussion, the first is about the dyad group that were assigned last week. Remember, that is with your dyad partner. I posted that over here in your dyad partner assignments. That is for the end of the semester assignment, but also for this discussion. So that is, remember, the initial post is due by Thursday, follow-ups and responses Friday through Sunday. The first author's last name that you read, describe what you thought were 3 main points that you learned by reading the article, and discuss practice implications for your learning. Remembering that your initial post is due by Thursday and follow-up due by Sunday. And the third discussion regarding anxiety. And as soon as we get there, it's going to be a similar trauma. So that's good because at least it's not all that cumbersome. But you will talk about, when do you think an anxiety that is experienced in everyday life becomes a disorder, and give an example of general anxiety that a person might experience on any given day, and an example of an anxiety that is diagnosable. So that's actually asking 3 different things. When do you think an anxiety that is experienced in everyday life becomes a disorder? And then talk about an example of general anxiety, and then one that becomes a disorder. That's a tough question, in case you're wondering. And then for assignments this week, your part one of the clinical vignette is due on Sunday of week 3. So you are going to make sure that the file you're submitting is a Word document file, either a doc or docx. Please make sure that your submission is in APA format. And I'm just going to go back in to the assignment. While you're likely going to be working on that, I would assume through the weekend or through this week, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a heads up that, as I stated in the beginning of the course, my typical turnaround is much, much faster than 24 hours, which you've noticed, hopefully, as far as email responses are concerned. But that's a 48, and this would be one of those weekends where I may require a little bit more time in response. So I'm really happy to answer any questions that you have about the clinical vignette assignment. Just want a bit longer than that. Just to share with you guys, on Sunday I'm running a relay in Lehigh, Pennsylvania. I think it's Lehigh or Allentown. Just wanted to kind of a heads up about that. I wanted to go back into the clinical vignette part 1 to give you guys another. I truly apologize for my computer not being very friendly this morning. Maybe it's not awake. I'm going to stop the review of what's due in week 3, and then I will post on in detail. All right, guys, have a great weekend.